Welcome back to Nigeria 2015, our continuing coverage of the elections. Well, yes, now we know that elections still going on in 9 local government areas in Plateau State. You also have elections going on in some areas in Abia State, as well as Yobe, even Lagos and some others. But we'll focus on that as the program progresses today. But we'll have another panel of analysts joining us and consultants joining us here today to look at what has transpired and project and look at what may likely happen in the course of these elections. Well, our very own Harriet Agbeyin joins us. She has been on the field. She's back in the studio now to bring us the analysis of what she saw. Harriet, thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much, Chamberlain. It's good to be here.
And then we also have Chiman Naji, political science, a legal practitioner, professional in politics, as he likes to describe himself, ChannelsTV's consultant. Thank you for coming on as well.
Thank you.
And then Professor Olu of Epe, former Dean, Faculty of Law, University of Lagos, also our consultant. Thank you for coming on today again.
Thank you.
Well, Harry, let's start with your report. And what did you see out there today?
Well, interesting. You know, from yesterday, voting, accreditation first of all, and of course the voting process was very, very smooth, very, very peaceful, no violence. Everybody was quite happy. But towards the evening, a little bit of sad news actually filtered into the community. Apparently,
This is Lekki area?
I'm talking about Epe now. Yes. Apparently, some residents from the community had gone to another riverine part called Eti Osa, Epe waterside, like they rightly told me, to do accreditation and also monitor the process. And the rest, there were about 9 of them. Coming back on the boat, and they had an accident. But what we were made to understand was that 6 people died.
Wow.
And of the 6 people who died, one was the son of the Olu of Epe of Epe Kingdom, Aremo Kunle Adewale.
Okay. Would that be a traditional ruler?
Yes.
Okay, let's even take a look at your report. You put a report together about all of this. Let's look at it now.
Of Nigerians who took part in the election. Welcome to Epe Central in Lagos East. Residents of this mostly efficient community were part of the millions of Nigerians who took part in the elections on Saturday.
The voting went free and fair. We don't have any problem most especially in the Epe Center here. Even this booth is booth 6, so we don't have any problem in the Epe Center.
The election was so free and fair here. No any violence or any thuggery within here.
Although a smooth process, the community woke up to some disturbing news. I'm here at the riverbank, maybe not precisely where those individuals who took off to one of the communities in the riverine area to go and do accreditation and vote yesterday. But this is one of the coastlines of this community here in Epe Central. We're made to understand that about 9 people were on board that particular boat that sank. Only 3 survived from that incident. 6 people died. From the pier, I made my way to the palace of the Olu of Epe of Epe Kingdom, but was not allowed to speak with him. I was able to speak to a senior member of the family.
I think there are about 6 people, including the owner of the boat and 2 of his children. They were coming back from, we call that place Eti Osa, that is Epe waterside, across the river. So along the line, there was a little bit of a storm, according to what we heard. Then the boat capsized. The owner of the boat survived with 1 of his children. The other child died. Then the Aremo Kunle Adewale also died. In fact, it was the first corpse they brought down. Then they said the wife of the Muiz Bello is the chairmanship aspirant for Epe local government. The wife survived, but the husband died. Then 2 of Kunle Adewale's friends too died, including the PA of Muiz Bello.
Efforts to recover the other bodies are ongoing, but were prevented from filming.
Less than 12 hours ago, where I'm standing at this moment was really busy. Had a lot of voters from this area coming out to cast their votes for the presidential and of course the National Assembly elections. Now the voting and the collation of results is over. Residents in this area are waiting rather anxiously but patiently as well for the electoral umpire to announce the results. for the presidential and the National Assembly elections. From Epe Central, here in Lagos, I'm Harriet Agbeyin, reporting for Channels Television News.
And also here in our studios. But as a matter of fact, I mean, that just dampens the morale.
It actually
of all
did.
of those there.
It actually did, and it was quite sad, you know, because everybody had been very excited about the fact that it was a very peaceful process. Accreditation came, there was no issues. Although they had a little bit of issues with the card reader initially in the morning, but that was quickly sorted out. And before long, accreditation was over, and everybody was just waiting, very patiently too, to vote. And when the voting started, they cast their votes, and everybody went home. And so at the time I left the community, they were just waiting for, you know, INEC to, you know, begin to reel out the results.
Could there be a situation, for example, if a better transportation system or transportation means is provided at times like this for elections, where people who have to move into the waterways will be able to do that, even because you're saying now that one of the persons contesting for a chairmanship for that area was also, unfortunately, in that boat and also died.
Yes, he was in that boat along with his wife and his PA. His wife survived, but the PA died, and of course the chairmanship aspirant as well died in that unfortunate incident. But what we're not very sure of at this time is what really happened. We know that they went across safely to Eti Osa to go and do accreditation and vote. So it was on their way back after the whole process that this happened. They managed to, like I said, the owner of the boat and one of his sons managed to escape, and they haven't really given any information with regards what really happened, what really caused the accident. But what they said was the boat was small. And what we also heard when we got there was that they weren't wearing life vests, life jackets, as the case may be. So that could be another reason as well why they couldn't maybe float if any of them didn't know how to swim. And that two friends of the Aremo were also on board. I didn't get their names. They hadn't been identified at that time, so I don't know who they are.
Any idea if he has been incidented with the police?
Yes, I saw some form of activity going on, like I reported, but they were kind of shielding it. They didn't want the press to really get close. So the local government was already there. It seemed as if some divers had actually gone under, but they weren't coming up with anything. As at the time that I left, they had gotten only one corpse, and that was the body of the Aremo. That's Kunle Adewale. Yes, he had been deposited, but they were looking for the other bodies as at the time I made the report.
Wow, what a sad one. Well done, and thank you for coming on, Harriet.
Thank you, Chamberlain.